Welcome to Beyond the Spot. I'm Melissa Thornley, and today we have with us Kathryn Hempel, partner and editor at Cutter Studios. Hi, Kathryn.
Hi, Melissa.
Okay, you're also a painter, and you also created this amazing installation of Make Art, Make Peace. It was 365 days in a row you created a piece of art.
I'm so glad you were there.
I mean, it's amazing. And when I found out about it, it was one thing that you actually did it. I'm like, how did she do, like, I'm a little bit flabbergasted at saying it, in front of you, but it's not like you scribbled on the back of a napkin and called it art. Like you painted something, you created something every day for 365 days. So what inspired you to do that?
I've always, throughout my whole life, wanted to make art. And I think it gets pushed aside, but it was like an explosion that just happened. And I luckily made that one piece on January 1st, took a picture and posted it on Facebook, which I've never done before. And being that it was the holidays, I was like, well, maybe I'll do one tomorrow. And then, so I didn't intend to make a piece of art every day. And so when I first started posting, I was like, day 2 of hopefully making art every day. Suddenly it was day 27 of making art every day. Like I switched it and kind of made it not hopefully anymore, but I'm doing this. And as the year went on, I said to Kurt, my husband, I was like, even if, God forbid, I'm on my deathbed, put a pencil in my hand or something, because I have to do one. Like it became one of life goals.
Obviously, every single day for an entire year, you didn't wake up thinking, oh, yay, I want to make art today. So what was it like on the days that you didn't want to make art?
Well, I think because I publicly announced I'm making art, I had this constant adrenaline rush. So there was not a lot of days where I'm like, I don't feel like doing this. I'm like, I got to do this. And what I loved about this whole thing was on my commute, I was like eyes wide open, looking for inspiration. And when you do get into drawing more and painting more, everywhere you look, like the light on your face, and you just pay attention. It's like waking up. And it feels like, oh, I've been asleep for so long, or sleepwalking, And so, luckily, that wasn't a problem. It was more of, how am I going to do it? I don't have time. Or what am I going to do? And then, luckily, I think because I'm so used to crazy schedules of these deadlines of projects, something would come up. Even if one day I just closed my eyes and picked 5 colors, it's just different ways of okay, get something done. And so I think that exercise was great, to just do it every day, not wait for the perfect window of everything's gelling. And so I kind of miss the daily routine. I'm trying to work on something else now, but I might try to get back to, even if it's a sketchbook, something every day is very, very helpful.
How did you come up with Make Art, Make Peace? Because that kind of came after.
Yeah, one of the pieces in November was kind of a long, just make this, make that, do that, and it ended up with Make Art, Make Peace. But even prior to that piece, I love Make Love, Not War. Love that sentiment. And for me, making art brings inner peace, because it's much better, I have found, for everyone in my family, for me to be making art than wishing I was making art. And so it brings inner peace. And the Make Love, Not War, it's like, I wanted to make it an affirmative kind of twist on that saying. Mm-hmm. It's a luxury to make art. I mean, I get that. There's bigger issues, like you need other necessities met before you can just be like, oh, I'm making art. But if we could get to making art more often, we would all be better off, and there'd be much more peace.
Not too long after Make Art, Make Peace, all of a sudden, Like a Girl happens.
What does it mean to you when I say run like a girl?
It means run fast as you can.
Most people know about Like a Girl because it swept Cannes and AICP, it's winning like crazy. So what was it like to work on that project? Did you have any idea it was going to have that kind of an impact?
No, I guess no, but then it doesn't surprise me either, because we had goosebumps working on it from the get-go. And I love that it's kind of an understated piece. I love that we were able to cut a 60 for the Super Bowl. In our wildest dreams, did we think it would sweep? No, it's just been such a great project to be involved in, and I'm thrilled for the results and the messages getting out there. If that's the last thing and only thing I'm remembered for in the commercial world, I'm thrilled to be part of that.
Okay, so we've come to that point tonight where I'm going to ask you 3 questions that kind of tie together. So the first question is, where do you come from?
I come from the land of 10,000 lakes, 10,000 plus actually, but it's Minnesota. Maybe you know that. And I actually was born though in Arlington Heights, and we lived in Cleveland briefly, and I grew up in Minnesota. We made our way back to my parents' homeland, and went to college in Madison and made my way to Chicago.
Cool. Midwestern girl.
Yeah, very much so.
Where are you going?
To the present. And my goal is to enjoy the moments and enjoy moments with my kids. And I think I do, but I always want to try to go there. I'm just trying to, appreciate my whole family and just kind of be in the present.
That's a great place to be going.
Mm-hmm.
And what keeps you going?
Probably the love and the gratitude that I feel for my family. And, just the hope that we'll get there for the rest of the world with just peace and love, equality, and I'll say courage too. Not getting away from anger and fear, but just I hope for that for all of us. I want us all to get there and go there.
Thank you so much for coming to be on the spot. It was just a pleasure.
The pleasure was all mine. I look forward to more conversations.